Hey guys, welcome to a new edition of Merrill's Market Madness. Coming at you today with an update regarding what's going on with the Phoenix residential housing market. We're trying a new format today, throwing some numbers up here, see if I can make it a little bit more visual for you. So let me know what you think. I'd love to get your feedback. Do you like this way, or do you like one of the other ways that we've done it previously? So I always start every episode by talking about the current supply versus demand, and the way that I like to look at that is a number called months supply of inventory. It's where we take the active listings divided by the number of listings that have closed in the past 30 days, and I'm going to give you this hypothetical situation. If no new homes came on the market, how long would it take for everything that's currently listed to be sold? Okay, I mean, it's a hypothetical, of course, but it gives you an idea of how much is available. It's kind of an index, okay? So starting out, we have active on our market 4,940 properties, which is a pretty good number. If we look back 4 weeks ago, we were at 4,713 active listings. So the good news, for a long time, inventory kept going down. Every week it got lower. Now, I mean, worst thing that could be said is that it has stabilized. Best thing that could be said is that we're actually adding a little bit. But what we're adding is so minuscule that it's practically almost a statistical coincidence, possibly. It could just be that more homes came on the market over this weekend than on April, but it's been a trend now, so I don't think it's just an anomaly. It definitely seems like inventory is finally starting to go up, but at a rate of about an additional 8 homes a day, meaning about 8 additional homes each day are getting listed than what are actually going under contract and pending. So, when you consider that we're selling around 10,000 homes a month, 8 a day is not going to get us there very quickly, but it's at least heading in the right direction. I mean, this number, 4,940 active listings, is so severely low. We believe that to have a balanced market in our, we need somewhere around 30,000, maybe 35,000 active listings on the market at a given time, just to level out. I'm not even talking become a buyer's market. No, just to where we've got enough supply out there where home values will finally stabilize and quit rising so fast. Of course, if you already own a home or homes, you're probably really excited about the home values rising really fast. So pending right now, 12,875. And then number of homes sold in the past 30 days is 9,416, giving us a month supply of inventory of 0.52, which is very comparable to where we have been. We've been right around 0.5 now for a couple of months. So we haven't gained enough inventory yet to really affect that month supply of inventory number. The thing that's interesting about inventory climbing right now, though, is that we are in the middle of May, kind of, and May and June tend to be the biggest months for the Phoenix, historically, looking back over the last, 20 years, in which months do the most homes sell, and that is almost always May and June. Those are the two biggest closings of the year. I don't think May of 2020 might not have been the biggest of the year, because we were still kind of in the middle of a COVID pandemic panic, and not a lot of people were leaving their house and all that kind of thing. But June, I remember, was absolutely huge last year. So we do expect that trend to continue. So I wouldn't be horribly shocked if the active listing count doesn't really go up. It continues to fall. I think what we're seeing is a lot of sellers putting their home on the market right now. So more inventory is coming on, and it's just taking a little bit longer for all the buyers to get those homes under contract. So average interest rates. This is something that I personally am monitoring closely. A lot of different people have very strong different opinions, but I believe it is a huge factor to our housing market because it affects affordability so dramatically, right? If you can get an interest rate in the 2s versus, 4.96%, it is a lot more affordable. You can buy more house. I mean, a lender the way they base how much you're going to qualify for is based on your debt to income ratio, right? Well, if rates are at 4.96, you won't qualify for that $300,000 house. You might only qualify for $250,000, right? And so things like that can make a big difference on how much house people can buy. And if people can't buy a house that they want, they might not buy at all, or they might, seek other arrangements. So I think interest rates is important. We were as high as 3.18 at one point. So rates have actually come down a little bit, and at the moment they appear very stable, right around that high twos number. So if you haven't refinanced yet, if you have a rate in the high threes or fours or fives, you should definitely talk to a lender. I've got a great one I can refer you to if you would like to look at getting refinanced. Okay, last tip that I wanted to talk to you guys all about today. If you go to bighelperreviews.com, that's just a shortcut to get to my Zillow profile, our team's Zillow profile. And there's if you like getting on Zillow and just looking at houses sometimes, even if you're not very serious about, being in the market, maybe you like to check your Zestimate. I've spoken about this before. I do want to warn you guys all that in most cases I'm seeing the Zestimate is well below what the fair market value of the house is or what a buyer would actually be willing to pay for your home in this market. So keep that in mind. If you like to check your Zestimate, it's probably not very accurate. If you want to know what the home's really worth, hit me up. I'll run the numbers on it and I'll let you know. I'm sure there's some cases where the Zestimate is close, but right now I think it's averaging low. So, but anyway, if you go to bighelperreviews.com, on the bottom right-hand side of the kind of opening screen, there's a button where you can say, that you want to work with me as your agent. What that means is if you make any inquiries on Zillow or you want more information about a specific property, instead of Zillow taking that and sending it out to, however other many agents they're sending it out to, and suddenly you're getting spam, texts, emails, calls, agents blowing you up trying to set an appointment. If you'd prefer to just work with us and just have one agent who's not going to spam you and who you've got a relationship with and who knows his stuff and knows the market and the numbers, go on to bighelperreviews.com and select that add me as your agent. And then that way, whenever you make an inquiry on Zillow, it'll come to us instead of Zillow selling your information off to a bunch of other agents. So hopefully you find that information helpful. Love to connect with you on Zillow. Think of it as it'll make us friends on the Zillow social network. Okay, so let me know if you have any questions, and I look forward to connecting with you all soon. Let me know if you have any questions.